Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of Beaut Tea Told. It's your girl Britt, and I'm excited because once again I have another great guest with me today. And listen, you guys may recognize him because again, if you're following my podcast Beaut Tea Told, if you ain't, click that button. Then I know that you guys also know that I am on the Pull Up Experience podcast. So we have interviewed Troop. In fact, we interviewed him as his podcast Midwest Takeoff, and he's actually going to go a little bit more in depth of what all can people expect from your podcast as they're going over to subscribe?
Yes. So I'm troopnation. I'm the founder of the Midwest Takeoff. We try to amplify voices around the Midwest and globally. We try to connect people to their higher selves, their dreams, and let the world hear who they are. And we've been pretty successful. We're on our third season, going into our fourth season. And if you want your voice heard and amplified, hey, come to the Midwest Takeoff.
That's right. Listen, dope podcast. And me and him were talking, you'll soon see your girl Britt on there too. Because it's nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we're all just trying to win out here. There's enough for everybody. Yep. And again, we just want to, our podcasts are very similar because we like to shine positivity. It's not us bashing. It's not us talking down about anybody. It's really just pulling our people up and lifting them up, encouraging them, and just
facts.
Showing y'all that it can be possible, So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a great thing to be a part of,
Listen, he doing it. Seasons, you hear me? Plural. Yeah. So clearly, it ain't stopping no time soon. It's only up from here.
Yeah, all the way up into a national TV show for sure.
That's right. It's coming. I already know it. So listen, guys, without further ado, of course, we're going to get into the hot, juicy topic. And in case I get sidetracked, in case I forget what I was about to say, my faith journal is here to keep us on track, you guys. So listen, without further ado, are you ready?
I'm ready. We're here.
All right. So listen, I got to know, the people have to know. What is the relationship status of Troop?
I would say that I am in a dating phase.
Okay.
Dating scene. I'm single, but I am looking for my soulmate, or my soulmate is probably looking for me. But hey, let's discover each other. Let's find out.
Yeah. Listen, you're right because in today's world, a lot of us, beauties have been told, it's okay to shoot your shot. It's okay to shoot your shot. Yeah. I have to know this from a male perspective. Is it okay for a female to shoot her shot?
Yes. It is okay. It's just how she does it.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. So, if a girl approach me, make it seem like I had that thought, because if you come on too strong, it's off-putting.
Okay.
But if you like, hey, I like your outfit, and then I give you a compliment back, and now we're engaging in a conversation, Or if you just come on too strong, hey, what's your name? I want to get your number and this, that, and that. I'm like, whoa. Pause. Stop. It's too much right now. Much. Yeah. So yeah, just be. I like confidence in a woman. So yeah. So when I see somebody with a nice smile, and they seem intelligent, obviously beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm gonna be attracted, but what you say out your mouth will make me more engaging.
Okay.
Because you can be beautiful and dumb.
Oh,
Don't want to call them dumb, but it is.
No, for real. Yeah. And that definitely pulls that appearance and that attraction way down. Mm-hmm. So you threw out a couple of qualities that you're looking for in the one that you were looking for. Yeah. What are some other things that, she needs to possess, whether it's inner qualities, outer qualities?
I like a person with a vision and goals. If I'm going to talk to you, I got to know you have a plan for your life. Mm-hmm. And I'm not the plan for your life.
Ooh, that's big.
I don't want to be the sole person just around to just amplify just you. I will amplify you when you're living your best life. Whatever you're doing, I want to amplify it. But if you're only here for just be stuck on me, that's too much pressure just for that. You got to have your own individual life too. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where a lot of people get misconstrued when they get into a relationship. They just base their whole life around one person and they stop living their individual lives.
Yep.
And it's too clingy, it's too much,
It
so
is.
Yeah, when I look for a person, I'm like, what do you got going on? This is what I got going on. And then we can meet in the middle.
Okay. All right.
And plus, you got to be friends first. If I'm not your friend, I can't talk to you. I might not like you. I got to be friends with you first. Like, I got to know how you are.
That's serious. No, you speaking true because sometimes you do have to take it back to the basics of, okay, we were friends first, so let's figure out how we can navigate through this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? No matter how far off from the friendship realm, y'all should be able to spin it on back and figure this out.
I'm your friend with intent to date you. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I knew this would be good. I told y'all. Hey. So that is what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
What has Troop been getting?
Now listen, Cleveland is a funny city. I would say that it's a lot of people that have tried to talk to me and go out on dates and stuff like that, but you see who they are outside of their social media, and it doesn't align with who you think they are.
Okay.
It's like, because you got to do your research on people when they ask you out. Like, I get DM'd a lot, which is, I didn't think it was like that. Like, but in this day and age, women will shoot their shot up, and I do get the DMs and I do see them, but then you go through I'm like, but some of them, I've been on a few dates and with some people around the city and. Yeah.
Okay, and then
Yeah, but there's a lot more of the sexy reds than the Erica Badu's that I would have never guessed by how they act online compared to when you take them out and stuff like that. So I don't look for girls that's in a lot of people's faces. I don't like that. Even if you're a businesswoman, it's the way to conduct yourself. But I just look for class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you're right.
I like that.
So listen, and I know social media has a lot to play into why my beauties, I love y'all, but how a lot of them tend to think that they have to, use the sexy reds and, the Cardi B's and everything to get their man, and it's no shade to them, by the way.
Yeah.
Y'all still dope and talented.
Yeah.
However, most gents prefer someone of that has some class, that they can be able. You can still do your thing behind closed doors, but it shouldn't be for the whole world to see.
My grandma told me this. Like, some people are snacks, and some people are crock pots, and some things you take longer to brew, and that's a good meal. That's a good taste.
Good meal, yes.
A snack is something quick and it's gonna be gone. So I don't look for snacks. I look for something that's gonna fill me up. And so I look for that, and that's my how I go about it when I talk to these people on dates. Or how you go on dates and nobody's really talking. Like, you can ask me about islands or anything. Like, anything in the world you can talk about. So a lot of people don't know how to hold a conversation.
Ooh.
But they look good, though.
Oh, yes.
They look
I'm
good.
telling you. And it's so funny. Listen, you're not lying about the whole, again, I think I told you guys this in the other episode, where the resume, your social media is like a resume, whether it's job, whether it's relationships. Like, you're telling a lie. Like, a lot of times, like you said, when you send your DMs to Troop, when you guys have sent your DMs to me, like, we looking at your resume. Yeah. What are you really posting? What are you about? Where's the substance?
I DM'd a couple people. Yeah.
Okay. But you've also did your, I'm sure you've also did your research before you even shoot. Yeah, before you even shoot your shot. So again, let's be more, conscious of what we're doing, what we're posting, and let's make sure that it's making sense if you're trying to date someone, that it really is you having that intent.
Your person, whoever it is your strongest business suit. Your woman can make or break you, or in your case, your man can make or break you. Mm-hmm. So if I'm choosing you, you are now a reflection of me. And when you go out and whatever you do when I'm not around, people know we're dating. They look at that we're a unit.
Y'all are, yep.
So I gotta make sure that when I'm not around, how are you when you are with your girls' night and stuff like that? Like, are you buck wild, or are you cool? Are you sophisticated? Like, chill? Like, that's why I don't like the girls who want to be the center of attention.
Okay.
Because you want everybody's attention, including guys. Mm-hmm. Like, I would just consider myself a popular loner. A lot of people know me, but I don't really be in the middle of everything. I'll be on the outskirts watching.
Yep. Okay, so you're very observant.
Yeah.
I've already picked that up. And by the way, I don't think I ever told you what the hot juicy topic was. Listen, love on the mic. You feel me? Because we are podcasters,
Yeah.
content creator, whatever you want to, whatever fancy name you want to put on it. And so, but it's tough, because you're juggling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that does bring me to my, like next question, like in regards to you're out here dating, Troop,
Mm-hmm.
but do you sometimes find it conflicting with maybe like schedule wise of what you have going on with your podcast? Because I'm sure, your podcast kind of come first to a
It
certain
does.
degree.
I learned a long time ago that choose career over love first. And because I chose love over career and it backfired. Like, I don't want you to do this. You're around too many pretty girls. And it was an insecurity, that.
Yeah.
So now I will choose my business before, because that's what's going to make me money if you leave.
Yep.
So I make sure that's first. And I navigate like I just make it more like just a simple thing, like this is my free time, or my availability, because I ain't free, but this is my available time to hang out with you and stuff like that, or mostly Sundays too. Like I kick it, on a Sunday, because that's really my relaxed day. So I rather can just talk to you, or we go out to dinner or a movie, or I like to do fun stuff. Let's go karting, like paintballing.
Okay, all right.
Show me some adventure.
I was gonna say, so you're a little adventurous too, huh? But you don't mind a nice little cup of coffee or something as well.
Like,
so does it depend on the female as far as how that date goes?
Yeah. So like some girls are super girly, and then you got the tomboys and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I need a mixture. Like you can wear sneakers and you can wear heels. Like give me something like that, because like I like to go outside and have fun. Like in the summertime, if we all having a family outing and my family's playing football, can you get out there with my girl cousins? Because they gonna be out there.
Okay, that's
or
right.
you just gonna sit back and just click your nails, And so, but at the same time, it's like, look, I get it, to each his own. But I'm definitely an outdoors person for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So would you be in outdoors? Would you say that you're an extrovert, or would you say you're more introvert?
No, I'm an extrovert.
You're an extrovert. Okay.
But I like introverts, which is weird. I need a balance. I need a healthy balance. I need an introvert who wants to try extroverted things. So you're willing to come outside. But if I get an extrovert, then we both outside. I'm gonna be broke, because we gonna be doing so much stuff.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, because I like to do a lot of stuff.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So all right. So you did mention that once upon a time there was, where it was the other way around. It was that person first, and then your podcast second, and things did not quite go the way that you would have liked it to.
Yeah.
So okay. So when it comes to that, what kind of all, not to get too in detail, but what all kind of happened with that? Because first of all, I just have to know, because I'm a little nosy. I mean, was it one of your guests on the podcast?
I have dated a guest before.
Okay.
It lasted.
She shall remain nameless.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say her name, but she's still cool to this day. I seen her recently, but we talked before I even came up with a podcast. So I knew her prior to the podcast, but she's super dope. So you want to be a guest?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say who she is, but she's a dope person.
Okay.
And but yeah, it just didn't work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you finding any like common denominators as far as the various different women that you've dated? Like, do they all have like a?
I will say I've been out on dates and stuff, but I've interviewed models and actresses, and a woman who wants to talk to me has to have a strong backbone, because I'm around a lot of pretty women. I mean, look at you. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm around a lot of, if they can't handle me being around beautiful people, it probably wouldn't work. Like, you can't really have insecurity. Yeah, that's the thing, dating me anyways, because I'm an entertainer.
Yeah,
I'm around all types of people.
Definitely.
And so if you say, oh, why they touch your shoulder? Because entertainers are actually in personal space more than the average civilian is. And that's something that I learned too.
Okay. Now listen, Troop he didn't confirm what I've already told you guys in previous episodes. The insecurities that will make or break a relationship, a potential relationship, anything like that. So you guys, y'all have to do the work on you, because again, you should be able to have that much trust in your partner or whoever you're dating to eventually get to that, boyfriend, girlfriend status, to know that if they're about you, then they're about you.
Yeah, and they know what they're getting themselves into.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
you gonna have people on your show all the time, from highs and lows, males and females, and these people can't look better than who you're talking to.
right,
But
absolutely.
God made beautiful people.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
it's one of those things that you can't have insecurity talking to a person who wants to be a overall entertainer.
That's true. You're right. So again, like you said, there's different folks for different, different strokes for different folks. So
Yeah.
basically, you do have to find who's going to be suitable for you and where you're at. Like you in the podcast world, meeting, up and coming stars that, when they do take off, like, what I'm saying, or when you taking off, because
Yeah.
you will be taking off. Like he said, he's going to have his own. He's gonna be doing his own thing. So this just the beginning. It's about to blow up. So again, you guys have to have that comfortability to be able to rock with who you have and be, like I said, be able to know your worth and your value, to know that, like, it would be they lost if they lost me. So at the end of the day,
you are the present.
Yes.
Under the tree. Like,
listen,
hey, a present is a present.
Come on.
For sure.
So not everybody has. So have you found yourself having to do the work on yourself to be able to get to this place of?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in a long-term relationship before, so I was in like a 7-year relationship. Before, so I know what love is. I know what patience, time, commitment, and what seriousness goes into being in love and involved with someone. And now that I've been single, I know what to expect and what to look for the next person. And I don't compete or compare, but it also I had time to heal.
Yeah.
Because when you with somebody for a long time, you do need heal time.
You do.
And so I wasn't dating. There was like situationships. Yeah, but that don't go nowhere.
It don't go anywhere.
It didn't go nowhere. So in this present time of my life, I am healed. I am ready, and just maybe want to get a family guy. Like, let me be.
All right. Because like you said, that's in the future. You definitely want it, but again, with the right person.
With the right person. I definitely with the right person.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. So listen, when it comes to, and again, y'all, see, I've been telling y'all, we need my faith journal to be keeping me on topic, So would you feel as though, because I know this has helped me, because I, unlike yourself, I'm an introvert. And I could never, if you had told me this 5 years ago, that I would be on a podcast in y'all face giving y'all advice, I never would have believed it.
Yeah.
Because being an introvert and being so shy and closed off, like I'm not much of a talker until I can kind of feel the energy, feel the room.
I agree.
Now, I don't know if it's the same thing for extroverts, but I know that podcasting does bring out where communication is obviously key. So would you say that podcasting has helped you become a better communicator overall? Or?
Yeah, I will. So the people that I surround myself help me become a better communicator, because like I can talk to people one-on-one, but when I first became a podcaster, I was shy on camera. Like, if you go back and look at my first 2 episodes, my co-host did most of the talking. I had to learn how to be who I think I am.
Okay.
And through certain people, it definitely helped me.
Okay. Now, has it helped you when it comes to approaching a woman, or that never was a struggle?
That wasn't the struggle.
Okay.
It was me wanting to be a superstar, and on a camera, that was more of like, oh, everybody's gonna see me. What if they don't like me? I'm like, what if they do? And so I just took all negativity out of my thoughts. Like, if somebody walked up to me, oh, I like your little podcast, I said, well, it's not the little podcast. I'm right now like number 2 in the state.
Okay.
Like, I started popping my collar as soon as somebody say my stuff is little.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got a big show. And so from there, I just made sure that I home in on the accolades, and sometimes, like, even come on your show, it's like, dang, people see me.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's a surreal feeling, like my dreams are being lived in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
I sometimes I get to sit back and enjoy it, but I'm always on the go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with the ladies, if I like you, I'm gonna talk to you.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna give you some type of indication that I want to talk to you.
Okay.
And if you don't respond, I won't.
Then moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. Because I know for some, it's their way of getting to that comfortability. But you say that's not the struggle. at all. What would you say would be for
Prince
you
Charming.
personally? Of course it's Prince Charming. So Prince Charming, what would you say is maybe some things that you personally do struggle with when it comes to the dating realm?
I have to. So trust, I guess it would be more of a trust thing. Like, if you got, I don't know. I don't even know. I have trust issues a little bit.
Okay,
I can admit that
that's
about
fair.
myself because it's more like when I see people. Everybody got situationships in this day and age, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got somebody they talking to. Everybody got a roster. So when you just go to talk to somebody and you're like, I'm talking to this person, that person, I'm dating the world. I don't like people that's easily accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
So it makes me like, So that's why I always say I want to be somebody's friend first.
Okay.
Before I just jump into dating, because if I don't like you as a friend, I ain't gonna like you as a dating person.
We're not gonna go any further. Yeah.
And then when you put a title to anything, it puts a lot of emergency in there. Like, I'm dating this person right now. But if you say, hey, we friends, let's go hang out. Hey, let's go to the batting cage. Or hey, let's go to go-karts as friends. But you know I like you, so you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not forcing it.
Okay.
It's soon if you start talking to a person and you just like them off their looks, that's lust. I want to like you off your character.
Okay.
And so if I like you off your character, then we move around the city as normal people, and it's not stressful.
That's true.
So that's how I look at when I talk to people, or if I throw a bone out there and see what happens. Like, but I've been asked some crazy stuff on days like, do you pay bills? What?
Wait, time out.
Listen,
what?
Women are bold in 2025 and 2024. Women is bold. Do you pay for vacations? We go on vacations. What? So you can look like you by yourself did this?
Right.
Yeah, nah.
Oh my.
They don't make it to a second date.
No, clearly, and they probably wouldn't have made it to the first conversation had you known that that's what they're gonna be about. Because a lot of people kind of tell on themselves too through their social medias, which I love. Thank you for
I call it the
helping me
interview face. You know what I'm saying? You're nice the first time we meet, we go out. You probably were just hungry, wanted a free meal.
Yep. Ooh, wee.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. So
I've
listen,
been on some weird dates.
I mean, I guess I kind of knew it gets.
You never been on a weird date? For you?
I have.
That was a thought.
No, listen. It's so the problem is I have to think long and hard, and I really don't though. But remember, Troop, you have to remember, I was married for 12 years.
Okay,
and then when I did get into the dating phase, which I feel like I did do a little too early, but when I did, I mean, I just kind of feel like I was blessed enough to have been knowledgeable, first of all, what to look out for as far as red flags immediately. So most guys, I didn't have too many issues. Okay. Luckily. Mm-hmm. I like no change.
I like how you're very political with it. I like that.
Keep it nice and cute. I mean, now obviously the people that I've dated, there were things that would not go well with me. Like I had one guy. He was much older than me. He was super serious, and like you said, we like to, you like to laugh, you like to have fun, you like to, you know what I'm saying, have adventures and go-kart racing and stuff like that. And he was just so like stoic, and I'm just like, no, this ain't gonna work for me.
I don't want no boring relationship.
Yeah, and that's what it was leaning towards. It was just so, it just wasn't for me. Yeah. And then I had another guy where, I kind of could sense a little bit of selfishness. And for me, I'm very much about equality and balance, or at least as much as you can balance-wise. It obviously will always be 50-50, but it got to be some balance. It can't always just be about you. So, yeah, that's not going to go well with me. So, all right. So, I mean, we getting some good stuff here, I'm enjoying this. It's always fun to have a fellow podcaster on,
Yeah. I'm happy and honored to even be on your show. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Me and you, we've crossed paths obviously numerous times. Of course, aside from the fact that I got to interview you on the Pull-Up Experience. Make sure y'all tune in. But we've been on the podcast United together. Mm-hmm. We've been at events together. Yeah. So me and you go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. I'm just saying. So it was only right. that you pull up on me.
Yeah.
And get to go ahead and experience the beauty of Beaut Told. All right, so okay, so we getting to the end. I think I've been definitely picking your brain because I like to pick the males' brains because again, I didn't want it to be one sided when it came to my podcast. So that was the reason why the premise of my podcast. I'm like, I don't want it to be just an ordinary. I'm just talking on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to have a little balance, so it's not so biased, whatever. So,
Yeah.
so have you? do, 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 do. Have you learned? Okay, so I know your podcast does not obviously have centered around as a whole relationship, but has there been, with you having your podcast, have you learned anything about love or relationships in regards to maybe some of the conversations you've had with guests on your podcast?
So it's not a love thing for far as my podcast, but I learned networking built relationships.
Amen.
And I'm not talking about a sexual relationship. I'm talking about a relationship as a person. Like, you can have the most money in the world and no relationships and get nowhere.
Yep.
But you can have a lot of relationships and get a lot of different places and a lot of doors open for you for who you know and how you are. Yeah. So I have a method of how I talk to people, and when I go to these events, I set a goal for meeting 20 new people. I may know you in the event, I acknowledge you, but I will go to people I never seen before and only talk to them throughout the whole thing. That's a method. I only talk to the people that I don't know at these events because I already know you guys. We already built a rapport.
Right.
My thing is for growth.
Okay.
So I built new relationships at every new event, and I come in with a cameraman. Always. So people always want to be in front of a camera. So I go to other people's event for the cameraman. But it works. It works for me.
Okay. All right. So pop-up surprise.
Yeah.
I'm about to have you talk on this mic. All right.
No, it's not that. It's just like a day in the life of Troop Nation.
Okay.
And so it's like, or, when I go to these places, it's not necessarily interviewing the new people, but I will interview people that I know in these events. So I do a lot of freelancing too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, everything that you do, obviously very strategic. You definitely, you obviously do a lot. See, we've only been up to this point been focused on the fact that you have your podcast, but you're like a serial entrepreneur. Because tell the folks what else that you have, because you're very much a businessman out here.
So I have a top shelf bourbon called Universally Black. And it's only sold to nightclubs. I don't sell it in liquor stores or anything like that because it's like $250 a bottle. The average person don't spend $250 a bottle, but when you go get a section, you spend $250 on a bottle.
You do.
So
easily.
That's why I sell it to nightclubs. Also, I have Global Kings and Global Queens, which is travel wear. So when you go to an airport, don't you want to be comfortable? You don't want to be always stiff. So I sell like hoodies and joggers and stuff, so you can be comfortable, but it got a meaning to it. It's about travel. And most of the time it's sold overseas in Europe.
Okay.
And countries like that. So I used to sell it here first when I first started out.
Of course.
But when people know you got a brand, they always want to, hey bro, what's the discount?
Yep.
Hey, yeah.
The famous line.
When you sell it to people, strangers are the best investors. And so when I sell to strangers, they actually give me more money or tip me better on my website, and stuff like that. So my relationship is based off of new people and not really the people I grew up with.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So listen, what you have in your hand in so many pots, do you also see that as like maybe one of like, I don't want to say requirement, but that's something that you're looking for with your potential, partner or girlfriend, that she has to be doing all that too? Because can an entrepreneur be with a 9-to-5? I've always wanted to know this.
Yes.
It is possible.
It's 100%. I kind of prefer it a little bit.
Okay. Not your preferred. Okay, I have to know
don't
why.
Get me wrong, dating women in the industry is a little extreme. It's a little strange because it's everybody coming for your girl. Everybody's shooting their shots at your girl. It's a lot of attention on one person.
Okay.
And I necessarily, it's not saying that it's like I don't want them to have attention or stuff like that, but it's easier to maneuver when you date somebody who work at a bank, or it's easier to move around because like we can go to an event and it's fun and oh wow, this, that, and the third, but when you date somebody in the industry, it's kind of like been there, done that. Show me, take me to the moon. So the
bar is a little higher.
Yes, but it's just a different type of person
Okay.
dating in the industry. It's like, because I mean, I would still want to take the 9 to 5 girl to the moon too, but it's just how they come about it is different.
Okay.
But I mean, some girls in the industry, I mean, I will talk to, but I'm more of a person that I don't know. I'm conflicted on that question because I like them both. I just like who I like. Yeah, but I lean more towards a person who works an average job compared to somebody in the industry.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives me balance. They know my real name. You know, they know who I am.
That's true.
Most people walk up to me and just know me as Troop.
I know, such as me. I never even thought that's your real name.
It's true. I ain't gonna say it on camera. I'll tell you after.
All right, that's fine.
But yeah, like people know the entertainer. But you know, and when you out and about, they see your image online, they follow you. But a lot of people don't know who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or what I like, or you know what I'm saying? They just know what they see. So the people who walk up to me and they not in the industry, they learn who I actually am, what I actually like, and it's a difference. It's a balance.
It's definitely Okay, all right. Because that's been I don't know. For me, I just feel like I would have to have an entrepreneur because they get it. Because it's nothing against the 9 to 5ers because obviously I've dated those too, but I think that they can't sometimes really relate that sometimes you are, you know, maybe your recording went over. Yeah. Or maybe you need time now to do the editing. This is when I was doing all the things myself. Shout out to Bree, who's been making my life so much easier, y'all. Shout out to Bree. Yeah. Okay, listen, new and improved Beaut Tea Told. New and improved me. I know y'all see the do, you know.
Looking fire, by the way.
Thank you. But listen, I mean, for me, I just sometimes I've had that struggle where, you know, that particular gentleman didn't understand that, hey, I'm going to try to still make availability, but, you know, outside of that schedule, I'm doing stuff. I'm busy, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it don't go according to plan. Like, plenty of times on the pull-up experience, I'm thinking we're going to get out at this time, and we ain't getting out at that time. No shade, Brandon. Love you. But, you know, just... I found it easier to have an entrepreneur as my dating companion.
Yeah. See, and I understand it because I've dated entrepreneur women. And it is their bosses and, you know, they got their stuff going on. But it's like we're so busy we don't get to really see each other. Yeah. Like you're on this tour, I'm on that tour, I'm on this show, you're on that show. And we have very minimal time to spend with each other. Okay. But when you get off at 5:00 over there, I know you got all this free time. You ain't now you can come hang out with me. Yeah. Okay. So it works. But there I don't know. Like I dated an actress before, and that was cool. It was a good balance.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, see, that's why I like to have the guys on because again. See, difference of opinion, different people. You know, obviously, me and Troop ain't exactly the same. Right. But, you know, it might be different for a guy than it is a female in the same question. You know what I mean? So, you know. So, I have to bring this up because I like to kind of know also from a gent's perspective. So, I've been watching quite a bit of, like, Pop the Balloon. Yeah. And, again, I see why the dating out here is so bad. Huh?
I won one of those Pop the Balloons. I was on one.
You were?
Yeah. I got thrown into it. I didn't know I was gonna be in it, but yeah. I won.
But
we didn't even go out on a date though.
I won.
We
right.
Y'all
matched. But then when the camera stopped.
Yeah, when the camera stopped rolling, we was cool. We followed each other. We talked for like a couple, and we tried. That's the dating somebody who's in the industry. Our schedules never matched up. It never matched up, and so we never actually went out. But she chose me. Yeah.
Ooh, you gonna have to send me that. I want to see that episode now.
I'll send it to you.
But I'm okay. So you being in the situation. So see, y'all, I didn't even know this. So
I didn't know I was gonna be in there. I was watching it from the sidelines.
I feel like sometimes a lot of them have been thrown in there from the episodes I've seen. They, you know, it'd be a little off. But you got to see some of the shallowness and some of the ridiculous reasons why you're rejecting somebody
off of their outfit. They could have listen. Bill Gates wears Skechers. Yes. Like y'all people, it's not fitting and it's not. I be really like, he could be outside in the Maybach, and he
Mm-hmm.
pulled up in here in a basic outfit,
Yep.
and you just missed your blessing. Like,
Because you're judging off of what you see.
I listen to what people say.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, physical attraction is a thing, but
Mm-hmm.
what you say matters way more than physical.
Ooh, I was gonna ask you that. Dang, you beat me to my question. Like,
I do have a type though.
You do?
but
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question, though. So for True, because we've got to know some of the inner qualities that you would like for her to have.
Yeah.
And I know you mentioned some celebrities as some examples and
Yeah.
things like that. So what is Troop's type?
I like earthly women. Like, do you look good outside? Like
Outside the makeup,
natural,
right?
naturalness. Okay. Like, you can wear makeup, but very minimal.
Yeah.
Like, how do you look when you first wake up?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like natural women. I wouldn't date no girl with a BBL or nothing like that. That's over with. That's a snack. That's not a crock pot. To me, I wouldn't marry her because she wants attention from everybody.
Yeah.
I don't want a person who wants attention from everybody. I want somebody who wants attention from me.
Okay.
You know,
that makes sense.
I like intelligence over looks, but I wasn't always like that. I had to grow up to learn that because if you looked good back in the day,
oh, for sure,
I was trying to take you up top, but
sure.
now it's like that don't get you nowhere, but a fun time. So, I like athletic people, or people who just want to get up and do stuff.
Okay.
Like, I don't like laziness at all.
Ooh,
So
yes.
if you want to sleep all day long, I can't talk to you. I need somebody who wants to get up and do stuff and move around. Like,
yeah. No, that makes sense. And I think
and
the
who can
older
cook too.
Okay. So because
I can cook.
You can cook?
Yeah, every guy in my family can cook. We all can cook.
Okay. What's your special dish?
What do you need? I can make stuff from scratch. Like, I just can't bake. That's the only thing. But
most cookers don't usually bake.
But I can anything on top of the stove. I got you. Like, literally, and I can barbecue on the grill.
Woo! All right, True. You make
it's the truth.
Listen, you thought the beauty's gonna be. You thought it's in your DM before. They gonna see this and be like, "Oh, he can cook." Let me get in this DM real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy. Smile. You gotta have nice eyes. You ever seen somebody smile with their eyes? I like people like that. Like, you can smile, but you can also smile with your eyes. Like, you can tell that you have an inner happiness about you. I like happy people. Like,
Okay. All right. I think that is fair and reasonable things that you've listed, by the way, not some of the ridiculousness that I have heard. Not only just on that Pop the Balloon, but
I had to throw that in. You can't be bigger. I'm a big guy.
Okay.
What we gonna do?
Not what we gonna do.
Yeah. Like, you could be,
Okay. All right.
You're smaller than me.
All right. I'm gonna let you have that. That was not too bad either. I get that. I get it. Understood. You like what you like. No.
Yeah, I like what I like. You know?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. They are attractive. Just not.
Okay. That's all right.
They go, I hate you in the DMs.
You had them and they just stopped. Like,
yep. He was going and.
No, you good. I just always wanted to know that. But yeah. So what has been like the best advice that you have received, whether it be family member, whether it be your best friend, whether it be a mentor? What's been the best advice when it comes to you dating to find, the beauty that's right for you?
The best advice I got for dating came from my grandma. She just passed. Rest in peace.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
But she told me stay away from stress. Always buy women flowers and go where you're loved and appreciated. Stress. She said stress will kill you. So if a woman is stressing you out too early, get away from her. No matter what, how much you like her, go away. Always buy your woman flowers and lead with your heart, but have a mental notion that what you're trying to do is build with a person.
Right.
And your person will make or break you. My grandma taught me this. My mom taught me too. So yeah, I got 6 sisters. Like, people don't know, I'm a middle child of like 12. I have like the 4th largest family. My grandma had 18 kids.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, so like we got a huge family. So I have a lot of aunties, a lot of uncles. You know how some people don't like really go around their family. my family around each other every weekend.
That's
I really
good.
got 60 cousins. Like, I don't really need a lot of friends because I could just call a cousin and we can have a kickback, and it's 30 people in the kickback, all relatives.
Right.
So I know. I get a lot of game from my girl cousins, my sisters, and what to look for and stuff like that. But yeah, the biggest thing is stay away from stressful people or beggars, like, and stuff like that. Like, women will ask you for a lot of stuff, but they can't provide for themselves. You know,
That's a red flag.
Yeah,
actually.
So my sisters taught me that. Like,
Yeah,
hey, watch out for those because they can look good, and then as you know, you paying their rent. So that, like, be careful with those.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah. You got to.
Yeah, but that my biggest advice is just stay away from stress. Okay. If people are naturally stressed out, naturally, what they say, people can be broken, and they don't think they are, but the things that they show that they're not healed yet.
Yep.
So I try to stay away because sometimes my biggest flaw is trying to heal people, and that will take a lot out of me trying to heal somebody else. Yep. So come heal if you want to talk to me.
I know that's right. Listen. So as of lately, have you been having much luck in the dating world with the females? Yeah, I know you've told me some of your...
It's somebody that's want to talk to me right now.
Okay.
She's cool. She plays tennis.
All right.
You know.
Yeah, all right. So there's your athletic.
Yeah, she's nice. She got a good smile and good head, and she also does entrepreneurship on the side too. So, she's cool.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Good. All right.
See where it goes. You know.
Of course.
Yeah, I always just see where it goes. I like to stay optimistic.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's fair. And so, Troop, as we're getting ready to wind this down, what would be probably your most top advice from Troop to someone, whether it be a beauty or a gent or both, when it comes to being a podcast / content creator and being in this dating world, trying to do the balance?
So I'm gonna do them separate, right?
All right, go ahead.
Your first date should not be $300 or nothing like that.
Amen.
Your first date is a conversation. Take her to a coffee shop. Take her to go get some tea. Your first date should be technically the cheapest date to get to know this person, to see if you want to spend a bag on her. Okay. Or him, you know, for the ladies. But if I take you on a date, my first date is I'm taking you to a coffee shop. I want to where your mind is at, because if I'm gonna spend hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, trips in the future, I gotta know we can have a conversation. Because I was talking to a girl I took on a coffee date. Okay. And she believes in hyphenating her name. Okay. That doesn't work for me. You got to be fully in if I marry you. Okay. That was a deal breaker for me. If you smoke cigarettes, I can't talk to you. That's a deal breaker for me. Yeah. But you know these things after having a conversation. Well, if you go spend $400 on a meal and she go outside and smoke after that meal, you gonna look like dang. So my biggest advice is your first date should be a conversational date, no more than $20 to $40, and that's a basic meal over a coffee. Take your coffee shops is the best first date. Being a podcaster, the best thing I would say, if you want to join the podcast or any entertainment at all, read about it before you do it. People don't pick up books no more, but everything is in a book. Before I became a podcaster, I read 2-3 books about how to articulate myself in front of a camera, how to ask proper questions to be a broadcaster or an interviewer. And then I research news anchors and everything like that. So read about it first. Okay. And you will be successful. I'm on 3 seasons, and now I'm invited to shows.
Hey, that's right.
So you feel me? It's working.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And I don't know if I asked this, but what was, like, for you personally, what was the biggest thing that you learned in regards to, like, a dating experience? What was, like, the biggest lesson you learned in dating from a personal experience?
Love is real.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I learned that you can actually give 100% to a person. Okay. And so from dating somebody, like I said, I was in a 7-year relationship. Right. We were friends first. Okay. And I learned that if you love your friend and then you date them, you'll fall super in love. Like, and it will last a long time. Even though it didn't work, I still can call her right now. We're still cool.
That's good. You know, not everybody can say that.
Yeah. So when you wish somebody the best, you really should mean that. Like, I wish you the best. And you should really want them to go out there and get the best for them. even if y'all didn't work. And if y'all see each other, there should be no hatred.
There should be no bad blood.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't have any bad blood. Anybody who dated me, I have no bad blood. They will still call me and like, hey, can I get some advice?
Yeah.
Or, hey, I'm talking to this guy. What should I look out for? They turn into my friends.
Wow.
Yeah,
I thought it was just me because I felt it was weird because I'm like, man, I'm cool with a lot of my exes, but I'm like, is that a good thing? You know?
Yeah, that means you have great character.
Yeah.
And they can still entrust in you. And so that's a great thing. But when you get a new person, you gotta slow that down.
For sure.
Or you gonna mess it up. Like,
create those boundaries for sure.
Super boundaries. Happy birthdays only.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't need to. Yeah.
Now I do gotta know that since you are cool with your exes, just like I'm cool with my exes. Have you ever had one that tried to spin the block again with you?
Yeah, I spun the block.
That's why I don't think it worked.
But I wasn't dating nobody else.
Okay.
So
all right.
but it's out of all the people that I've dated in my life, I will only spin the block for 2 of them.
Okay.
Anybody else I wouldn't talk to again.
Okay, that's fair. All right, I got you.
Anybody? Yeah, it's over with.
Okay, all right, I get you. All right, so listen, I come to the best part of every episode. I just love this question. It's my favorite one. So, Troop, I have to ask you, what makes you beautiful?
My belief that I can do it all.
Okay.
I believe that nothing can stop me. Like when I have my mindset on something, I accomplish it. There's nothing that I haven't thought of that I never made, that I haven't made to real life. Like everything I ever dreamed of came real. I wanted to have a fashion line. I had a standing ovation with over 300 people at a fashion show for my brand. When I created alcohol, it sold, and I made a lot of money off of it.
All right.
And now I wanted to be a podcaster, and now I'm on everybody's show.
Hey.
So there's nothing that I can't do, and I think that's what makes me beautiful, because I believe in myself.
All right, and I love that, and that is beautiful, King. Because listen, I'm loving what you're doing out here. You're doing your thing.
Thank you.
And
you too.
Thank you. You know, I tries. And I am honored to have had you on the episode today. It's long overdue, I feel.
Yes.
But I love that we could do it under the new and improved, so it all made sense,
I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. It's an honor for sure.
All right. Well, thank you.
Beauty Tea is told.
Beaut Tea Told.
Beaut Tea Told.
I'm
reading
like
it
Brandon
Beaut
now.
Tea
They
Told.
start that like Brandon now. He be trying to say the Beauty be told. Like, Brandon, I'm going to need you to get it together.
I read it how it looked. I read them.
You ain't reading how it looks.
Beaut Tea Told. That's what it said. I'll be quiet.
You're good.
I love it.
Now you'll never
I'll
forget
never
it
forget it
now.
again.
You'll never forget.
Keep that in there.
All right. We gotta keep it in there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got to. So listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I hope you guys learned more in the realms of podcasts and content creating, that you can still find love, that it is still hope for us yet, and we can have fun while doing it.
Thanks.
So, I mean, I have, y'all already know that I love having my guests on, but y'all already know the love be real for y'all too. So thank you for everybody that likes, everyone that comments, everyone that subscribes to the channel. I appreciate you guys. I love you so much. And Troop, once again, I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Bree, thank you for always, getting me together, making me look good. And until next time, you guys, let's make a change.